All right. Oh, we're back to it. Another episode of Beyond the World's Veil. So, quick little recap of last week. Peepaw and friends made their way east across Eloria, the southern continent, which I did name them in the beginning, and I found that out today going over my notes. And you guys made a short stop at the Murax Tower to reclaim your refurbished cart, which was trampled in a tidal wave created by the mage that lives there. However, after a short conversation, you guys strapped up to Buttercup, and the party all hops in and continues on east. However, during the first night after leaving the tower that you slept, Kenny had heard a noise in the woods during his watch. A small figure had appeared in the distance and dashed into some brush, and Kenny, without bothering any of his companions, seeing how they need their beauty rest, decides to follow the creature into the woods. He finds a young bugbear, and with Kenny's newfound thirst for blood, decides to take some, if you will.
Yeah, that's a PC phrase for straight child murder.
However, you took down the young bugbear, and while you got some real savory flavor opposed to your usual animal blood, Kenny noticed two other bugbears appear, the supposed father and mother of the child one that he had just killed. The bugbears began to attack in a fury of rage, mainly the father. Luckily, Kenny manages to kill the father and the mother and decides to drain all their blood into vials and cauldrons that he just keeps on him.
Not cauldron, man. It's a chamber pot and a vial.
Chamber pot. Okay.
Come on. Have some respect for the dead.
Pleased with this result, you return to the camp just as day was breaking and hid in your bag before anybody really even noticed. However, the following day, a couple conversations took place trying to discuss where exactly this new content of blood came from. However, being so close to Amari, the party decided to push through the night on the cart, having one member stay awake with Kenny in order to reach the town quicker. After some interesting conversations and an oversleeping Silva, the party arrived in Omari with their newest treasures. Peepaw, Kenny, and Yano decided to get some new gear in exchange for the recent loot. And while you were in town, seeing how you had about a half day left, you guys decided to check the job board, looking to see if there was anything you could do that would take a little bit of time before spending the night and then leaving again in the morning. You found out that there is a job to handle some ruffians in the southeast of town. And you decided, the pamphlet said to speak to the guard captain who had told you that they had been heckling shopkeepers and townsfolk, and they were banished from town and now hide to the south. You guys agreed to handle this little nuisance, and now...
To the south, there's nothing to the south but water.
Southeast, there's a little bit down southeast of the town. There's some land there, there's a little bit of land. But now we will see how well you guys manage to handle this upcoming situation. So you guys had just left the guard captain's quarters. You're back in town. It is about noon. Obviously, Kenny is in the bag. Was there anything you guys wanted to do prior to heading directly south?
Learn how to swim?
Learn how to swim. No, I guess we're just dealing with this and then fucking off out of here.
Yeah, our main goal is to get the Sippa-wow.
Yeah,
that's what
we're passing some time.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You guys are just trying to do something that's like a one-off thing.
Have we had a long rest since all that stuff in the temple?
Yes. Yeah. You guys had.
Okay.
It took you guys a little over a week to get back over here. So in that time
I don't know if it was a fitful, travel or not.
You guys are getting low on rations, however. I believe that you have maybe 2 days left worth of actual rations. Yes, you can hunt if you want, but that's just going to cover you for the day. And if you don't succeed in hunting and you don't have any rations, you will experience fatigue.
Well, sounds like we gotta go murder the townsfolk for their food. I mean, liberate the
Yes,
food
we will
from
help
the
you.
oppressive.
The oppressive people who would eat them without saying thanks.
I'm literally going to ask the innkeeper to pack us 2 weeks worth of food.
Okay.
Yeah, what is that, like 20 silver?
Here, have a
Yeah.
gold.
Here's a
Thank
gold.
you.
I don't need it.
Little wink and a smile.
Yeah, can I? Oh, you know what? Actually, before we go, I'm gonna throw down. Hold on, 2,000 silver and see if I can get get that in gold because I can't deal with this anymore.
The overbearing weight of coin.
He needs a conversion. Like, look, man, I gotta roll this over.
Give me the
and
200
I
gold.
like,
Gold coins weigh twice as much, or 10 times as much.
yeah,
So it
that's
doesn't
fine. I have
change
a
weight.
bet. Well, now there's less things to keep track of. I keep counting the silver to make sure it's all still there. You know.
You have a bag
What's
of
two?
just dump it in there.
Are you allowed to touch silver?
This is why I need it gone.
Listen, hey guys, not to upset you, but this is fake. I can touch this.
Hmm.
Is it two? Oh, 1 gold piece or 1 copper. Wait,
It's
100
one,
copper is 1 gold.
I think it's
piece?
100, right? To
Mhm,
step up.
perfect. Nice.
It's
Now I
10
get 2
10
gold
one
pieces.
silver
silver,
equals a
10
gold. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Okay.
I believe
It says it on your thing.
I
If
was
you
gonna
click
say,
on
does it say
the
You're right. I just said it now. Yeah.
gold when you put it in, it tells you right underneath.
That's 200 gold.
All right. Well,
I'm rich.
that only makes me seem rich. That's like in my bank account. If I move the decimal over 2 spaces, I have 7 cents.
All right, that's much better.
All right.
So rations, right?
Yeah. So you guys got the 2 weeks worth of rations. You paid 1 gold. I mean, that's generous. So,
She was able to retire, and that was it.
retire. That's it. My adventuring days are over. I'm okay.
Uh-huh.
However, you guys gather your little bit of material and food and rations and all that. And with the information, you note that the camp is not too far out of town, so making it there should not be too difficult. You guys gather up your party and head out. Traversing the swamp is a bit easier than expected, as there seems to be a well-rounded off path. A little muddy, but pretty much leads straight to the camp. As you guys get further into the swamps, a hefty fog begins to appear, obstructing vision for a greater distance. However, you see a flickering light begin to pierce through the fog ahead, followed shortly by a few voices. It's hard to make out exactly what they're saying, but it's hard to make out what they're saying, yet due to the noise of the swamp. Do you guys... I'm actually going to put you into...
A map.
Yeah, a map. Where is it? There it is. Oop.
Oh, it's so foggy.
So, you come into the map. They don't notice you. You know where they are, judging by the campfire light flickering through the fog itself. They obviously have not noticed you yet. As you get a little bit closer, you see the formation of 2 huts start to appear on a flattened small area with a campfire glowing in the middle. You quickly notice one man standing what looks to be guard near this entrance to this flat area, and marshland kind of all around the outside. And just beyond him are several others conversing and eating around the campfire. How do you guys want to approach this?
Fireball.
You're not level 5 yet.
Well, I was like, that's next level, dude.
Fireball. I have a scroll.
You have a scroll?
No.
Mm.
Oh, we should be sneaky about this. They probably can't.
Oh,
see us.
hey, dumb question. I have a mace and a chess piece that we haven't identified from the gods temple thing. What do they do?
Are you talking about the +1 chess piece that Yano sold last turn or last game?
Oh, cool.
The base that I'm fairly certain Yano is wielding.
Okay, never mind.
That's the +1 mace.
Yes.
This guy did stuff with them.
Okay, that's fine.
Wait, we have more?
Huh.
No.
I was honestly hoping that John was gonna be like, "Ooh, there's more," and I was gonna be like, "Yeah."
Yeah, absolutely.
I have 2
Yeah,
maces.
that's nice.
He just comes
Alright.
in, he's got
Dual-wielding.
7 pieces of armor and 2 bases. Just
Yeah, but still only 14 AC. Fully I can't wear metal armor, but if I could.
Yeah. We'll take warcasting and take the dual wielding feat.
Oh, that would be great, but that would require us leveling up.
Wow.
That's it. game.
You'll get an AC. You'll be able to cast.
No.
I'm about to die in this encounter. I don't know how.
Shoot thorn whips out of your maces.
Oh, you step there? Yeah, no, that's a bottomless hole. Yeah, you're dead.
No, that's actually there's a dragon mouth there. You fall into its mouth. All right, so you guys are down.
Kinky.
Obviously, you see yourselves, but you have not been noticed by the group yet. You do see that they are talking and conversing amongst each other. Obviously, they haven't noticed you. Do you want to approach, come in sneaky with this, attack, or how do you want to handle your upcoming situation?
I mean, what would be the least likelihood of the 4 animal people getting attacked by what appear to be humans?
Just pretend we're animals in the woods. Just pretend. We don't have a bunch of magic armor and stuff on us.
Wait, is it? What time of day is it?
Yeah, what time of day is it? Yeah.
I mean, it was going to be early afternoon with the way you guys wanted to handle this.
So early afternoon.
Yeah,
So 3 in a
early
bag,
afternoon-
got it.
Well, yeah, no, I'm still going with the early afternoon. I'm trying to figure out whether or not. I don't think the fog would
covers?
The fog,
Yeah, I
I'm,
don't think the fog would really
No.
protect you from the sunlight.
We should have grabbed some sunscreen when we were in the last town.
Like an umbrella or something.
Ooh.
Dude, you didn't see there was a crow carrying an umbrella. It raided my goddamn carriage. I don't even know what happened.
And then it drank something from a chamber pot and then screamed and ran away.
Something about a
There you go.
cheeseburger. What's a cheeseburger? This person ends up in an asylum just because it was talking about his encounter with you.
Yeah, pretty
All
much.
was true, though.
I'm just gonna roll a quick stealth roll to see if they can see me in the bag.
Is your head out of the bag, or are you fully in the bag?
I'm probably in the bag. Just want to double check, make sure they can't see me in the bag. Yep, that's definitely gonna check out there.
Wait, so he's in the bag with me.
You also in the bag?
No, sorry. He's in the bag I'm holding.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Like on
He's got
yeah,
it on
with
his
being
person,
on,
yes.
not with as in.
Yeah. Yeah, with being on.
Okay.
Okay.
I say we'd be sneaky about this.
I say just you two sneak to the side. Just give me a hot second. This is gonna be interesting.
All right. I was gonna say because what's the thorn spell you have there? Yeah.
Which one?
Spike growth or thorn whip?
Spike growth.
Spike growth, thorn whip.
Spike growth. So like if we like slap that like somewhere over here, where they're gonna have to start moving.
Well, yeah. I mean, we can use this as like a. Is this elevated terrain over here? This.
No, all of it is pretty much flat. It
Okay.
varies a little bit, but nothing extreme.
Okay.
Hey, do these guys look like they're decked out in like some serious kit, or do these just look like some moron bandits?
You could do a perception check for that. You guys still are a little far away and trying to see more detailed weaponry.
What's the angle of that card? I got an idea.
Are we chucking a cart at yet another person?
You are able to see through the fog to the guy essentially standing guard. He seems like he's not super well off, but he does seem heavily armored. The ones towards
So
the
he's
back,
got
you
some
can't.
like half plate.
Yeah, something that seems like it might be a little bit hard to hit him. However, the ones in the back, you can't really tell. The two that are slightly closer to you, around the campfire itself, do seem like they're in more relaxed gear. Maybe some sort of fabric. The
I
one
wonder what this guy
farther,
is.
the one farther, you can't really tell, and you do notice. I don't have it on the map actually, but there is a cloaked figure sitting next to the one in the back, up over here.
Like
Yeah.
there?
Just about, yes. There's a cloaked figure sitting there. Still not really doing much. They are still just kind of talking amongst each other.
I mean, I'm okay with being a little sneaky. I just don't know where to position.
We could probably hide behind these rocks over here and like peek out.
See, that's what I was wondering. Cause I was thinking, like, if I slide like, over here, is that like in line of sight? Like, what's that dude's like? Is Is that enough? Is the shrubbery enough to cover me?
These rocks along the left and right side of the map here kind of vary in height. You probably could sneak using the fog to your assistance along them, but nothing is really
Wild
more
shape.
than it's a varying of 2 to 3 feet. So it will be a little
Okay, so it's like
up over to get there, but it's not super easy to hide. I mean, maybe for Pete Posse now he's short, but
I'm gonna
yeah,
creep
no,
along this way.
Why don't you wild shape into an animal so there's like, oh look, something like be like a fucking squirrel or something.
Wild shape into a bird, go above them, and then wild shape into a whale and just slam on them.
I was like, probably just wild shape into myself. I'm pretty fucking stout.
What's that? It's a cow. What the fuck?
Exactly.
He shouts, "When pigs fly, motherfucker!" That's his kill phrase.
Yeah. I mean, I figure like I should be able to slide over here. He shouldn't be able to see me. I would think that's a pretty good distance.
You will still be making stealth checks.
That's 50 feet. There's no fucking way. In the
He-
fog.
He's probably going to have them at disadvantage, but yes, he will still be making stealth checks.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go hide over here in the shrubbery.
Alright, so you make your stealth checks against his.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck these
Yeah,
dice.
damn it.
I think that doesn't even beat his like passive perception. It's a fucking 4.
Well, he
It
has,
just means you like stepped on a stick or something.
I freeze and wild shape into a deer.
that would be a good way to like just back out of it. Just wild shape panics though and does something that does not live in like swampy areas. Wild shape into an ostrich. Just what? Fuck. He hears the sound. You see the guard starting to move slightly down the path away from his post. However, he does not. He knows the general direction that you are, but he does not see you as of yet. You can see that he's kind of peering across into the swamps, but you notice that he doesn't have a direct line of sight that he's looking at you. So he has moved forward a little bit, just kind of cautiously. But beyond
Just
that,
hide again, and he'll be like, "It must be the wind."
Put a bucket on his head.
Yeah, that was my next thing was to drop a bucket on his head.
Where's my cardboard box?
So if I stay still, would that help for the stealth roll?
I mean, if you want to try and hide, I guess, behind this rock here.
Sure. And
You can take a step up and do another stealth check to see if you can hide behind the rock there.
sure. And then okay, yeah, we'll see what happens. I may have to reactionarily wild shape into Peepaw's son.
Yeah, I'm just a rabbit hopping around.
I don't know if rabbits are
Don't
necessarily...
shoot me! I'm not dinner.
As you say that, I'm just a rabbit hopping around.
It literally says it out loud. Don't mind me.
Throat punch.
Never trust a rabbit.
It's another stealth check.
Yeah, do another one. Oh, we're gonna go another.
Ooh, 14.
Do this. He has a disadvantage. So this time he's still standing where he is, but he kind of stopped in his steps. He's just kind of peering out, looking around. He doesn't notice you. You're able to peer over the rock, and you see him standing there. He is facing your direction, so continuing your movement might be a little bit more difficult, especially with the closed distance now. But he is standing just guard at the essentially entrance to the little area.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna follow up since Silva said move up with together to scout it out. I'm gonna go with him as well.
All right, so you're hopping over
Sneakily.
stealthily.
Oh, poo. I got an 8. I'm just a rabbit.
You guys are testing this guy's ability to see. Oh boy. However, you hopping over. Are you trying to act like a rabbit?
I'm guessing I stepped on a stick, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
you made enough noise sloshing, stepping on sticks, and a little bit of the brush with it. Just, I mean, roll poorly. Moving through, you feel like you're trying to use more of just your natural body to trick him, as opposed to being stealthy. But he does notice you basically hopping on by, and starts to move down, following you. Hey, what was that? I saw it. Moves down to about here. I need to see.
stopping away. You can ignore me.
I'm out of here. He notices you moving, but he does not see Yano hiding behind the rock at the moment. But he is focusing his attention now on Peepaw hopping over. However, with your motions, he might. You can do a
Well, I'm gonna
check.
hop into the. Okay, I'm also gonna hop into this bush and stop in there, I guess.
do a performance check to see if you can actually act like a rabbit.
That money.
I could do what I naturally do.
What you've ever fucking seen.
That's the most rabbit I've ever seen. It's funny, he rolled the 19. Most. However, it does dawn on him that rabbits aren't natural to this area. Or at least I don't think so. I think they're really swamp rabbits. Or they
I mean, we're in the woods swamp area.
yeah,
a rabbit could
guess.
get lost.
He could have wandered there. So he's not paying much mind to it, the fact that you are the size of a rabbit, and you were hopping around and you just hopped into the bush. But the guard, essentially, he looks around. He tries to see if he can spot you again. However, you hopped into the bush, and slightly out of sight. Just like those NPCs, turns back. Must have been the wind. He starts wandering back. As he wanders back, if you want to try to move.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of like follow, but slide a little bit. So like, I'm gonna go to like these bushes over here.
Alright. Still make a stealth check for me. Being sneaky.
Yep. Here to fail it. That's what I'm here for. Yep, that's 3.
Oh boy.
Who would think that a giant cow can't sneak through the forest? I don't understand.
Through the swamps. Just
Tripping over this shit right here.
And everything.
trips over it, doesn't alert them, but gets so mad about it, just picks it up and throws it. Goddamn fucking law! Draws their attention. However, unfortunately, your stealthiness doesn't work too well, and he comes moving back around the side here, and he sees you as you just get to the rocks. You stand up next to the bush and, hey, who are you? What do you want? He draws out his weapon and seems to be ready to attack.
I'm gonna hop up here and hide behind this rock.
Nice. Love that.
Are you looking to attack, or are you looking to try and talk your way through this?
Oh. Let me think for about 2 seconds. Fuck. Okay. So he has his weapon out, yeah?
Yes, he drew his weapon out.
Okay.
Rabbit is a little bit of a stretch, but he was able to make it work in his mind. You, not so much.
Yeah, I don't think I convince him that he's having a fever dream of a rabbit and a cow. So I'm gonna put my hands up, show him that I don't have a weapon on me, right? Like, whoa, hey friend, I'm just a little lost. I was hoping you could maybe help me out.
You know?
You know why? Well, yes, but no. Yeah.
He just hears the rabbit say that from the bush. Yeah, no.
Ooh, we are the spirits of the swamp.
We've come to tell you to leave town.
Scooby Doo the shit.
It's a floating grocery list.
And that's when
Ooh.
that's when Silva uses Mage Hand to carry the bag of holding with Kenny's head sticking out of it just into the middle of the campsite. Just a talking floating head.
Do I even have Mage Hand? I don't have Mage Hand.
Bigby's hand of grasping.
Well, I guess you're probably just gonna chuck the head fucking back. Ah, they're throwing heads. Shit.
Anyways, all right. So he notices you and he sees you. You can see that he seems a little reserved with his weaponry. But as he starts to speak a little bit louder, the hooded figure that you did see up over here quickly stands up and dashes off into the swamp off to the east. The three others sitting at the campfire stand up quickly and take arms. However, you do see them
Wait.
each.
The hooded figure just fucked off.
Yes, ran off. That was part of the reason why I didn't exactly put him in it. But
Okay.
the other three stand up, and you do see them kind of prepare for a fight, but they seem a little hesitant. The guarding humanoid is, who are you? What is it you want?
Well, I was wandering through the woods. I'm a little lost. I saw your fire and thought maybe that I could come and maybe share a meal and sit, talk, and try to get my bearings before I make my way.
As you're telling this, you see one of the members from the campfire come walking over towards the edge. And he just looks. He slowly lowers his sword down next to his body. He hasn't sheathed it yet. Just you, just looking for just a nice meal for the night or the day, really.
Well, I mean, I have my own rations, but I find that food is better with company, especially when there's a fire to be had.
Well, we don't exactly let just anyone sit with us, but this is the one up here talks.
It's a fucking
He-
cool
he
kids
kinda-
table all over again. This
Yeah,
is
what's this,
bullshit,
high
man.
school?
Like, I just fucking, goddamn it, like, can't sit here.
He quickly glances around to his comrades, and he just fine if you agreed to not perform any sorts of tricks or sorcery, you can warm yourself by our fire and maybe heat up your meal.
Excellent. Not even some tricks or sorcery for amusement?
The guard kind of looks at you, just shakes his head, and just you see his grip tighten on his. Well, he has a ball in that, but he has a sword in my room. But he grips tight on his sword. There's no tricks.
No tricks? Fair enough.
So if you want to move into the camp, you can slowly. As the one you were talking to slowly starts to return to the campfire that seems to be out, but you can enter into the camp.
What about this giant bun?
The pyre.
Is that not what I think it is? Okay.
The signal
I'm gonna-
fire.
oh, just gonna slide right past you here. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
You could just
gotta get
walk-
right by you.
just
Just gotta
walk- just keeps shuffling back and forth.
Just go to the left, right? Where are we going?
I said no tricks.
There we go.
So you move on up. As you get
So now
closer,
that I'm like here, yeah, okay.
as you get closer, you see that these people don't seem like they're exactly combat trained. They don't seem like they're somebody who's going to be able to withstand much of a fight. Maybe more scare tactics or stealth. but you yourself notice that these guys seem like they are a little more reserved on the combat side. The one who essentially greeted you and said you could come up, he sheathes his sword and he sits back down and he beckons you forward and points to a small bench made out of stone next to the fire that you could sit on. Just, come join us. You can warm yourself by the fire.
Does he
have any
pat the stone
tales?
suggestively, or just sort of motion? I need a little more.
Come here, sir. Sit next to me.
Oh, it's like old Greg. Nice. Okay.
Drink Bailey's from a shoe.
It's like sex is like a bicycle. You learn it from your uncle.
What?
I watched Jimmy Carr's stand-up yesterday. This shit was dark. It was funny. But anyways, so you sit down next to everybody, and they're all kind of... Nobody's talking, because they seem like they don't necessarily trust you, obviously. You're a stranger just wandered in out of the swamp. So they are just continuing on their meal that they were eating at the time, and the guard is back to his post, essentially watching out into the swamps.
Is he standing right there?
Yes, he's still standing in this, essentially the spot on the map.
He started over here.
Well, he's standing there now, okay?
He got bored. He's leaning up against the rock.
We're just gonna squish him between the rock and the cart.
Yep, probably.
Oh, God.
I mean, how absolutely beefy does he look?
Like I said, he doesn't seem like he's exactly somebody who is combat trained. Looks a little more reserved, but will put up a fight.
But if I nuke him from orbit, he'll just kind of drop dead.
More or less.
Hmm.
Meteors rain down from the sky. I said no tricks!
I mean, I'm just sitting over here on this little warm rock.
So
Me, old Greg, blonde guy, Swordy McSwordface over here.
You guys are
What
enjoying
time of
your,
year is it? Where we are? Like what's the sundown time?
3 p.m.
Do we have daylight savings?
Hell yeah! A bird burst out of a bag.
It's still daylight out. You're gonna die.
Surf's up.
Technically, he
I'm-
wouldn't die. He would just lose a lot of his properties. And slowly take
Alright.
damage every turn. And then die.
I'm inclined to just start this fight.
It's up to you if you
Well,
want
I
to start
mean,
the fight. Or talk your way through. Like I said, these people seem a little more reserved and not really confrontational. So they are holding to their own up by Yano.
I mean, if we start hearing bad noises coming from the fire, then we're gonna bust out. But I feel
Alright.
like 'cause
I'm
I just watched
gonna.
them walk in there.
I guess I'm gonna walk up and be like, "Hello."
So as you kind of emerge from the fog, the guard seems a little startled at the fact that now another person has arrived at their camp. They kind of tried to pick this area to be a little more secluded, but yet again he greets you just, who are you and what is you want?
I'm a bounty hunter. I'm looking for this cow-looking fella. He kind of stole. He kind of stole something from my employer.
Do I hear the guard addressing him?
Yeah, you do. I mean, you guys aren't too far apart, so you could hear it.
But I can't make out
You
what.
recognize Silva's voice, so you do know that Silva has approached him. 60 feet isn't that far.
Okay.
So you do hear this happening. It's a little hard to hear exactly what's going on with, again, the noise of the swamp itself and the crackling fire, even though the voices have stopped next to the fire. The guard looks at Silva and then looks over his shoulder and then looks back at Silva and just, well, is that him? And he kind of points over towards Yano, sitting next to the fire.
Oh.
Does he fit your description?
Let me get a closer look at him, eh? If I might.
He seems a little hesitant, but he kind of steps to the side. He still is gripping pretty tight, as he is now more worried seeing how two strangers are in the camp.
Pardon me. I'm not going to like slow roll this. I'm gonna like come up to the campfire and be like, you need to give it back now.
So you're walking up and just pointing straight at no.
Yeah, and like I'm getting right up next to everything.
All right, so the three people at the campfire are very taken aback by your sudden approach and just pointing straight at him.
Do you know what this man has done?
All three of them shake their head, kind of like, no?
You are harboring a regicidal individual right now, and this is unacceptable.
Alleged.
Alleged. Oh, alleged, my ass. Hey, John.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast Darkness centered on myself.
Oh, God. Alright. So, essentially,
Can anyone see in that?
how big
I thought
is
it was
that radius?
So I can come
It's
out.
pretty
now?
decent. I
It is a 7.5 foot, so I'm gonna put
Yeah.
it right here and cover all three of these chuckle fucks.
You mean 7.5 squares?
No, it is a 15-foot diameter spell.
Oh,
Yeah, so like
Oh, okay.
3 squares of this, alright?
Yep. And then I'm going to pull Kenny out of the bag.
Yes.
I'm gonna whip out my Kenny.
I'm gonna whip out my Kenny, yes.
I choose you, Kenny.
I choose you, buddy. Go nuts.
Our pocket rogue.
Pocket rogue.
Pocket rogue.
So, how much time would I have to react between Silva casting Darkness and it activating? Like, instantly activates, I assume?
So, you said it's 15 feet by 15 feet?
Yeah,
Alright, well, that's the best you're gonna get. What's wrong?
that's fine. It's covering this square, and then yeah.
So they're in darkness, so you see this
map.
you see this start to happen. The three members around there are in darkness, and you do pull Kenny out, which Kenny, you can move your guy up into the middle there.
That's awesome.
I don't believe it extinguishes the bonfire because it's just a magical darkness. So there is now still a fire pit essentially in the middle of this.
Yeah, but I can shunt him to this square here
yeah,
between.
you know where it
yeah.
is, so you could easily push him off to the side. But
Sorry, I'm having trouble.
Oh, and by the way, I can see through this darkness. 100%.
And say one of us can see through darkness. So.
Well, if I cast it using my sorcery points, which I am, I can see through the entire darkness as though it wasn't there. So I still have full view, and these three are blinded.
and so is Kenny. Technically magical darkness, he can't see in it. He has dark vision, but he cannot see in magical darkness.
It's a 15-foot radius.
Radius.
Oh, radius? Oh, so then it's...
So then it's
Fuck,
way
that's a
bigger.
lot
30
bigger,
feet
yeah.
diameter.
Yeah.
I was like 15 foot,
Yeah, it seems really small.
15 foot
Yeah,
diameter. I was like,
it's,
that's weird. Oh no, that would be weird, I guess.
Keep you in the darkness.
Technically, it's even bigger than that because the
Fantastic.
it's about that. Here we go.
Yeah, there you go. Now
That's about close. Obviously, you're all in the darkness, but just pop so you can still see him. So, you say your line, you pop out the spell, and yeah, no, you do recognize the spell as it's happening, so you know kind of what's coming. However, you still are in the darkness.
Cool. Can I cast a spell?
I guess. What kind of spell? I want. It depends on how easy the spell is to cast. I don't want something that's like an intricate fucking somatic or anything like that.
Oh, it's Thunderwave.
I mean, that's only a cantrip. That's not that
yeah,
bad.
so that's what I'm saying is like a cantrip's okay. All right, so you can do Thunderwave. You see him start to do it. You recognize the motion. Yes,
Thunderwave is first level.
is it?
Oh, it is. I thought that
Oh.
was a cantrip.
Not
What's
the
the
one
one
I'm
that-
using.
Oh, thunderclap.
Oh.
Probably. Right?
Yeah.
Thunderclap?
Th-
Yeah.
Just
Thunderwave
roll
is a
initiative.
cantrip,
Let's
buddy.
just roll initiative and call it a day.
There you go.
All right. Hold on.
I'm gonna go
ahead and roll
suplex this
initiative.
motherfucker.
Hell yeah, you are.
So you can roll initiative. You guys are all in the middle.
Oh.
Peepaw, you are so slightly outside.
That's a
Peepaw, you
27.
do
20.
see mixed in this big black cloud just starts to appear out of nowhere. You know your companions.
Well,
you
yeah.
know that it came from Silva. However, you can't
Well,
see
what-
into that. The guard is distracted. He was kind of like, holy shit, what the fuck was that? Because he didn't follow Silva into the camp.
I mean, Silva had to say something to do that, so I definitely heard him. I'm like, oh shit, we're going.
Yeah. So you were able to hear him. You see all that kind of happen there quickly, and you guys begin combat. I'm not even going to bother with battle music. You guys will be fine battling to crickets and frogs.
I did say I was waiting and ready for whenever they drop
Yeah.
something, so.
So this begins to happen. Kenny, I am going to push you off to the side because that is where the bonfire is.
Mhm.
So you don't immediately burn yourself, but you will take damage if you do step into the bonfire. As it
Oh,
is
so that
still...
bonfire's on that spot there. Okay.
Yeah, it's essentially in this middle spot.
Okay, cool.
You know where it
Don't
is.
Here,
You
so
guys
you
are
get
able
hit
to
by
see it.
thunderwave.
I was like, I would suggest being on the other side of Silva.
Yeah,
Like,
go from here,
It depends on
Oh,
where
yeah.
Silva wanted to drop him.
because if he's gonna use thunderwave, we don't want to hit him.
But does
gonna-
Silva know that? Because Silva's just going,
Oh hell no!
God.
Pocket Kenny.
I'm trying to pocket Kenny on the three of them. Yes.
I mean,
yeah,
if-
don't worry about it. I could probably dodge it. Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? What kind? Is it Dex? Save?
It's con.
I should be fine.
Yeah, you're probably alright. I mean, you'll probably be fine. What's the worst that's gonna happen?
I'm gonna get 10 points back anyway next turn. so it's fine.
Yes, you're good.
I'll be okay.
Yeah,
All right,
he's fine.
so
You should be
you
concerned
can do your thunder wave, and then we will start combat.
Okay, so
what's the save?
it's a con save, DC 13.
You don't have to do it.
Oh,
Silva.
fuck! Right off.
What's the range? Oh no, it's only a 5 foot
Oh, man.
around.
No, it's 15-foot cube from. So it's two.
Oh, this is the one you project. This isn't thunderclaps.
Yeah, that's the one that comes out for me. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
this is the one that comes out from
you.
me. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so it's a
Thunderclap is the one.
15-foot cube, basically, like
Based on me, yeah, it's a 15-foot
So
cube.
essentially, he would hit.
that.
Yeah, essentially everybody
Yeah.
in that area.
Just
So yeah,
Damn.
con save. So I have to make all 3 of them.
Yeah, DC 13.
Come on. There we go. All right, I saved that time. I used luck.
I mean, this will effectively totally get that guard knowing what's going on, considering it thunder can be
yeah.
heard audible to
I mean,
300 feet.
So essentially, you just hear a just echo off, and it
well, to
looks like
them,
only
it just seems
one-
like you two are trying to fight each other. It's not us
Yeah.
attacking them. It's just you two.
But
Because he came in
however,
up
with
just at you.
the attack on it,
I mean, now
they
they're
get
mad.
hit, so they're knowing at this point that they're either collateral or they're taking a fucking hit. So each one of them, let's see, pass, fail, fail. So I have 2 fails, so they take the full damage. 1 passes. The one with the sword that's to the north of you guys succeeded. So he takes
takes
half.
Yeah, and the ones that failed are pushed 10 feet away.
So you're just gonna get pushed into him. King Silva.
I completely succeeded, so I'm
Yeah,
just gonna
so pass.
I'm gonna step out of the way and just be like, "All right, go ahead, buddy." All you.
Alright, so he gets pushed 10 feet, you said?
10 feet away, yeah.
So this one gets moved this way, and this one gets moved. Let's say over
I thought he
here.
made it.
I thought he
Or
passed.
yes, no, he did make it. It's this one. Boom.
He
boom,
gets
gets
launched
knocked
Oh,
out.
he's out of the darkness.
This one
That's
slams onto
fine.
the ground just outside of the darkness, and you do see, Peepaw, you notice that this guard suddenly is at the ready, has sword in hand, and is getting ready to move in. But that brings us to the beginning of combat, which brings up Kenny.
Damn it.
Um,
What's your order?
yeah. So wait, did I take any damage? I did
It
save.
would have been half. So, like,
So-
you'd take 4, I think, right?
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Ow.
Yeah. Watch out!
Yeah, I pop out of the bag and they land in the darkness, and this like thunder wave just goes. I'm like, whoa, cowabunga wave.
You
Um,
have tinnitus now.
what? And can I assume that that wave came from one of my people? So I know where that came from, correct?
Yeah, you know that essentially that came from no. Judging by position and everything, you
Mhm.
still felt the, I guess, push from the thunder wave.
Okay, so I know that directly to the southeast of me is Silva because I jumped out that bag and landed, and then I know directly to the west of me is my boy, who just did that blast. And now I'm like, all right, I can't see, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other directions I have to choose from in order to hit somebody. So I guess I'll roll a d6. And let's do this. The space that is directly northwest of me will be 1, and then going to north is 2. The guy is 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have to roll a 2 to hit this guy. Okay, great. Here we go.
What are you casting magic missile at? The darkness!
Just
Alright.
kind of be swinging about.
Let's see. And this will be. I'll do this twice. 1 for each attack. Is that cool?
hmm
Okay,
I look
cool.
at him and go, "Don't hit me."
I can't see you. Can you see me?
He can see
Yes.
you. You can't see him.
Oh, could you tell me where to go?
North. Just due north. Just forward. I
I threw you at him.
I threw you at him. Just go.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, that's fine. Well, forget all that. Why'd you stop me like 10 minutes ago? I was explaining that whole thing.
I just love where you were at. Like,
Yeah, I was like, I'm kind of okay with the craziness, but at the same point in time, it's like I literally can see. Just
Yeah, sorry, I didn't know you could see.
him.
So,
Him.
So I bought out the bag, I come out and count like a wave, and then you say north, and I go, drop in? Question mark?
Yes,
And
go.
I'm nodding that way. And
I am ready to drop in. You are ready to drop in.
Nice. I pull out both swords and just lunge straight ahead. So here comes the dagger of venom. That's a 26 to hit. Okay, cool. That hits.
Yes, no, 26 does hit. Don't worry. I was just looking at something.
So I hate to be that guy, but if you can't see, you have disadvantage on the attack.
Yeah, okay. I'll do it. How about 14 to hit?
Well, he was that guy on you. Pat, 14 does not hit.
That's okay. I'll try again. Oh yeah.
they're stabbing into the dark.
I have a 22. Let's see.
Aggressively swinging.
Oh my god.
That would have been 2 hits. But
I'm
however,
feeling really low.
due to the darkness, your swinging is a little more aggressive and openly compared to normal. You swing high, swing low, but you do not find any solid structure, if you will, in the darkness.
I'm grubbing at curtains, man.
Alright, are you looking to move?
It's his turn. Nope.
Alright, so that brings us to no.
Well, So, I can't see because I don't have dark vision. I'm in the darkness, right? Yeah, I'm in.
Yes, you're in the darkness.
I'm gonna be like, yeah, you successfully nuked things.
So
You
this-
missed me. You missed me, you regicidal maniac.
You're regicidal,
Okay, so-
homicidal, genocidal, motherfucker.
Lunatic.
All the sidles,
All the sidles.
even the recital. What?
Let
Should
me.
pursue that violin playing.
You're not a bard.
Hmm. Wow. I don't know if I should do this.
Oh.
Well, so I can't see, so I'm not very helpful.
But
And
you
I
could
would-
just thunder wave a second time.
That is true. I could.
It is an AoE spell, so you can always just do that.
Clap.
Silva, is everybody dead?
No.
Okay, clap.
I'm gonna hit him again.
All right.
Alright, go ahead and thunderwave a second time.
Tactics. Alright, so I need each one of them to make a con save again.
Con save.
Actually,
Yeah.
only 2 of them this time.
What's your
Right,
DC?
yeah. 13.
Okay, I make it.
Yeah, so we'll
Save
take half.
for you. Wow, they both failed that horribly. One got a 1, the other got a 4.
Nice.
Nice. Love
So
that.
they both failed that. They take the maximum amount of damage.
Fuck me.
3. Well, that's the. Hey, it's still damage.
I'll take my lovely one.
I'll take the roll for that.
So 3 to you.
Oh, sorry. What was that? Was
That's
it
a con
con save
save.
again?
Con save.
Yeah, 13.
I have to do disadvantage on it. doesn't it?
No.
No.
This,
Oh, 15. Oh, I got hit full blast.
I think dexterity would have a disadvantage, but I don't think con does.
No, nothing. No save has a disadvantage in darkness. You just have a disadvantage on your attacks.
Cool. What
You're technically blind, no?
what,
Yeah,
what
that's why I
damage do I
figured
take?
dexterity might. But
If you passed the DC 13, you take 1.
Oh, sorry.
I-
Oh, 2. Jeez, really killing me out here, man.
Well, it's 3 if you did pass.
Okay, so 3. Okay. Wow.
I usually
Alright.
do.
And then you.
I'm a generous
pushed 10 feet.
DM. I do tie goes to defender.
Oh, I do get. Oh shit! No. Get pushed 10 feet.
Wait, what?
I usually do
Go ahead,
tie
John.
goes to defender. So if they roll and match your, like if you roll and match the AC or the DC or anything like that, I usually do tie goes to defender.
So he's good.
So he would be good in this case. So you would not get pushed 10 feet.
Unless you want to.
And you only take 1 damage.
This one would get pushed out. This guy does get pushed. So 2 of them are currently pushed out. The thundering clap again echoes through this swamp. And another member of this little party decides to emerge onto the ground. Can you get pushed through if you elect to? But you did only take half damage.
Okay. So.
Take,
Alright,
take the
so-
push. Take the push.
Yep. Gotcha.
Yeah, no, are you moving?
Well.
They're on the far side of the darkness now, dude. Keep going. Get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, would I be able to determine which way would be the best direction to go?
Behind you.
Well, I'm just saying because I'm in the darkness, right? So, like.
I mean, you have an
Yeah,
idea of where
you-
the fire is.
Yeah, you have an idea of where Silva was and the spell. You could see, I mean, essentially where he put it, you would be able to see slightly out.
So,
behind
okay,
you.
so I would know that if I went, like, this way.
Yeah, you would know because once you reach the edge of it, you're able to see out. You just
Okay,
can't
so
see
I'm gonna
in.
go perch on this rock over here.
All right. So with that, you do set off the thunder wave and then dip out of the darkness, slowly starting to recollect yourself. That brings up Peepaw. Down here, you do have this one guard who is currently distracted, so you could get a drop on him if you move in.
Yep.
quickly.
I'm going to run up to him. I'm going to kick him in the back of the leg and hop up, give him a nice little kidney punch, and then suplex his ass. So I'll use flurry of blows, and then if one of the flurries hits, he's going to give me a dex save, or he's knocked prone. 19.
Man, I wish I could play my soundboard through the fucking Discord. I have fucking John Cena queued up.
It's a 2-hit.
2-hit.
5 and 7, so 12 damage, and he has to do a dex save.
Alright. He has to do a dex save, which he does have dex. Rolls a 1, so he takes that. What was the
He is
total
knocked
damage? You
prone.
said?
12 damage and
And he's knocked prone, so he is currently down on the
suplex. Get fucked. What's up?
Little simple means prone.
I didn't
So,
get advantage on any of those attacks from sneaking up behind him.
no, because he's ready for combat, so it's not like a surprise round. So you come scurrying out of the brush off to the side, and you come running up, and you kick him in the back of the leg, or back of the knee. He drops down, and you do your little move. Trying to punch him in the kidney didn't work as well as you expected, just because he has half-plate armor on. It is protecting, essentially, his torso. So you punch steel as opposed to his soft, squishy body. But I'll let you still get the suplex in there as a result of your flurry of blows. Flurry of blows.
You got your English down there, John?
The audacity of calling the rabbit a furry. Just
I know, right?
The
God.
flurry of blows.
Look, you can't king shame Colby like that.
Hold on, cat girl, one thing, I'm a rabbit here, leave me alone.
Well, that other guy, King, shamed the king when he committed regicide.
I know, right?
Allegedly.
Yes, and keeps going on.
So that does bring up this guy here, who is not happy that he's just been basically slapped about a whole bunch.
Said they didn't look combative. This guy surviving 2 thunderclaps? Or thunder waves?
Yeah.
We all know I don't deal actual damage, okay?
At least they're hitting.
Yes.
That's true.
Yeah, I was
True.
like, me
They're
and
guaranteed to hit.
fucking Kenny are both just hidden in the darkness right now.
You learn to become a spellcaster because your spells, no matter what, they're gonna get hit on most of them.
You would
Just take
almost
half
think
damage.
I was trying to circumvent my luck with dice.
You learn.
What is that in the background?
Are you able to hear it? I turned it
Yeah.
down because my last stream, it was really loud. It's music.
Gotcha.
So
Just
you
see a
see, Peepaw's able to see, but unfortunately the other two are not able, or the other three technically, because you can't see through the darkness. But he conjures up a magical weapon that just appears kind of next to him. And
Of course he
just holds fast on the ground as he starts to take a few steps back.
Oh, for fuck's sake, does he have to seriously leave?
I'll go get him. I'll go get him, Silva.
Turn.
I'm gonna get him.
The swordsman in the back, he steps out of the darkness as he's near the edge, and he starts to look around. Unfortunately, he's not able to see anybody through the darkness, and you just hear him shouting out, Are you guys okay? Are you guys okay? He does not get any response from his companions.
Comrades.
Comrades, if you will. But this one starts to move backwards around. He's trying to avoid the darkness. He's taking a step back, being a little more prepared for combat. That brings up this one, who is going to... He's going to step back over here. He's a little more passive in combat. However, I guess Peepaw really is the only one that's going to be seeing any of this stuff.
I can see all of this.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so
right, you
can.
can't
I
see
can't
that.
be shit.
I keep forgetting that you are able to see the darkness.
Darkness does not affect me right now.
In my mind, darkness affects everybody, so that's my fault. But yes, you do see the two dipping away.
Let me use my class ability, Daggett.
And you recognize this white and bluish glow emitting from his hand as he rubs it across his chest and down his leg, and you see some of his wounds start to heal up over his body. So he actually is casting Cure Wounds on himself. Heals
Of course he is.
8. That brings up Silva.
Of course, neither of them are within range of what I actually want to do to them.
Hey,
Well, I wanted to ice knife them, but they're not within 5 feet of each other. Like, they're 10 feet away from each other, which is the... Fuck it, the guy with the magic weapon is going to get his ass handed to him, so give me a second. It's the first one. Does a 13 hit him?
13 against the first guy. 13 does not hit.
I'm assuming the 26 does, though.
Yes. 26 does hit him.
Okay, well. Cheers. Well, he's gonna eat an ice knife to the face then.
Okay.
As I twinned to the spell, make me a dex save. Oh wow.
The 2 deck saves.
The first one missed.
I mean, it still explodes, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, but if it... actually, I don't think it would explode if it misses. I think it just goes off into the
Explode
distance
over
and
here.
just-
It just fucks off into the background, yeah.
Hit or miss, the shard explodes.
He rolled a 14 for his dex save.
Make me a second one then, I guess.
What's the second
Because I'm throwing 2 ice knives at him. I'm twinning the spell.
one? Well, yeah, only one of them's hitting him, though. So he's only doing the 1 dex.
Let's take a quick look. Piercing damage, the target, and each creature. Hit or miss, the shard then explodes. So make me a second dex save. And what was this first one you said? 14?
14, so I'll make a second dex save. Second one's a 13.
Okay, he fails both his dex saves, and he takes a lovely total 13 damage from 2 ice knives coming out of the darkness and just exploding on him.
He has to
What was the initial damage?
con check on his spirit weapon. Or spirit weapon is not concentration.
Make me 3 concentration checks. DC 10. Oh, if they're not concentrations, you
The
just
spirit
make
weapon is not a concentration spell. So,
Yeah.
I thought it was. I was just looking at it. Unfortunately, it's just fortunately for me, not for you.
Mhm.
However, so through the darkness, you launch out a couple ice knives. One of them does miss, but however, with its exploding capabilities, just behind him, it explodes and still manages to hurt him. And the second one he wasn't prepared for and ends up finding a solid ground on his upper shoulder, exploding out, doing some decent damage there.
You're just down it here twice.
Yeah. I wanted to actually try and take one guy out. Two hits and 2 explosions would have done a pretty hefty amount of damage.
You could have possibly killed him if you hit him with the. But anyways, and so you move off to the side there. All right, and that brings up the final guy, who is prone but takes his half movement to stand up, and is not happy with the fact that you just kicked him and punched him and dropped him to the ground. He is no longer prone.
Suck it, you wiener.
Turns around and he's going to swing. He gets 2 attacks with his scimitar. He swings it across.
God. Nope.
First one is 7. That's a miss. Second attack, he swings across violently through the air with a 13.
Nope.
Fucking trash, people. You can see a little bit of fear in the engagement in his eyes as he's trying to swing violently at your small stature. Ineffective. Kenny, you are up.
It's like fighting Yoda in Soul Calibur 4.
Oh god, he's just doing flips and shit. Kenny, you are up.
Oh, no. Okay, well, let's see what Kenny does. 6.
Technically, you can get up to.
You are in the darkness, so you could get a little discombobulated trying to leave. You do feel the heat from the bonfire behind you, so you do know that's where the campfire currently is, but seeing how you didn't have a lot of time to really see prior, well, actually you didn't have any time to see before the darkness because you cast it before he took you out.
Right.
So you know that it's there, but you don't know what's essentially in front of you at this moment. You know not to step backwards. Your intelligence is at least high enough to know not to step into the heat.
Thank you. I shout out to the snake woman.
Step to the edge of darkness north of you and keep going, my friend.
Oh, I was gonna say, where are the bennies, Clam Dragger?
Same direction you went last time, just a little bit further.
I go north 1 space. I go north 2 space. Am I in the sun now?
Technically, no, because I'm pretty sure the darkness should be covering the square in front of him.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it wasn't the greatest darkness cloud to pick.
Okay, gotcha. I just want to make sure that.
Yeah, 15
Um,
feet is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's huge. Okay, so I keep pulling up then, and I get up 10 feet, and I'm like, when do I drop in, Ma? And I guess I'm just gonna bump into this guy.
So you just go running. You go running out of the darkness. And you're gonna try and just tackle this guy, or are you trying to attack him as you run into him?
So will I see him as I run into him? Though, is the thing.
You will see him at the last second as you emerge out the edge of the darkness. Because you can't really
let's
see
see.
into it, but you can see out of it. So you could stop
Okay.
space in front of him and notice him there.
Okay. Sure. And I'm out in the open now.
No, you
No.
technically are still in darkness.
Yeah, you're technically still in the darkness, so you will have disadvantage
I
on
can
attacks.
see. Okay, but I can see him because he's outside of it.
Yeah.
That's a great situation. Cool. So my arms are just gonna stick out from the darkness.
Just stab through the darkness.
Yep. Cool. All right. Well, sucks to be this guy. Yoink. Here we go. La 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 la. 26 to hit. That's what I did last time. Now it's gonna work this time, right?
He doesn't have disadvantage, technically,
No.
if you can see him.
Yeah, if you can see him, no. So yes, you do hit.
Woohoo!
Oh, what happened to the map?
have to refresh it. It keeps going white.
Yeah, same. So 7.
Is it?
It might be because of the darkness. That's when it started happening.
What it might be is the
5.
fog itself,
Cloud.
because the fog animation. If you leave the tab and then you come back to it, when the animation ends, it just turns to a black fucking cloud. I don't know why. If you
Cool.
want.
I got 13 damage on him total. I'm gonna miss with my second attack, and then I'm gonna take 1 step back into the darkness. And that concludes my turn. Oh, and my health is back to full now.
There, I'll delete the fog out so it doesn't keep fucking with you guys.
This guy Did you successfully stab this guy?
Just once, yeah. With the sneak attack,
Yeah.
just 13 damage total.
13 damage. So, you kind of listen to Silva's words about which direction to run out, and you head essentially in that direction, and you see him at the edge of the darkness, and you start to stab. Unfortunately, only one attack actually finds solid ground on him. But you do stab pretty heavily into, pretty well with the first attack. As you retract your sword away from him, he looks at you. Just stop attacking, please. We don't need to fight.
Why? You've been harassing a town.
Now you die.
Harassing a town? Who told you I was harassing a town?
The guard captain?
You
This flyer we found.
you see him clenching his side where the wound just was delivered, and he just lowers his sword down. Just Grand Strider sent you, didn't he?
Is that what the
Banishing
guard
us from-
captain's?
Yeah. Banishing us from town isn't enough for him. You don't have to fight. You don't have to kill us. You see,
I'm gonna drop concentration on my darkness.
Oh no, Kenny.
And I'm gonna like open the bag of holding. Actually, he can just dive into the hut.
Yeah, the hut is more of just a couple pillars holding up the
Gazebo.
roof. Yeah,
Yeah, but it's still cover.
Yes, no, I'm just saying he can get in there. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's not like a specific door necessarily. So,
Ow. Yes, no, he's pulling out my fucking government.
Can I roll an? Does he seem pretty genuine, or like is he
you can do a insight.
Does he
check.
seem pretty genuine?
Do an inside check, right?
18. Does he seem pretty genuine?
Yeah. To you, you're still on the fence because of what you've been told, but he seems, with the fact that he's been reluctant essentially the entire time to fight, and that he's already lowered his sword a little bit and is more tending to the wound as opposed to ready to finish off the fight, he seems like he's pretty genuine with his statement.
All right. I'm gonna be like, so we all put the swords away and we have a conversation, yes? Because we know how this is going to end if we continue.
That's what we were saying since the beginning, since your friend here arrived. No tricks, right?
You mean me?
No, since Gadno first walked up. No tricks. He sheathes his sword, and he's still clutching the side of him, and he begins to move slowly back towards the campfire, and you see him nod towards his companions and wave them off, essentially. And just, there's no need to fight. You see the one who had called the spirit weapon now dismisses it. Still kind of reluctant, they are staying slightly away from you guys. However, the one healer goes quickly up to his comrade and starts to heal him.
Cheers.
So why does the guard captain want you dead if you're not bandits?
what is it that he told you we did? Did he tell you we killed someone or stole or raped somebody? What's his story this time?
Didn't he tell us that he was like harassing carts and stuff?
Yeah, essentially heckling and harassing and bothering.
Hey, just a quick glance around. Do these guys look like they have loot sitting anywhere, or do they look pretty bare bones?
There is in one of the huts, you notice a small chest, but it doesn't seem like they are. I mean, judging by their equipment, one, they're wearing, and two, what they have in camp, it doesn't seem like they really have a lot to their name. You also don't know exactly what's in the chest. So
That's fine, but it's a singular chest and an
Yeah.
empty cart. Like
singular chest and
you
empty,
would have a pile of loot sitting around if you were like robbing stuff, like pelts and raw goods and barrels and shit. And I'm like, huh. Well, I'm happy I didn't open this up with a shatter.
I'm gonna say good fight to this guy and gently tap him as I walk by. Oh, dick shot.
So
There, bud.
I'm gonna sit down and go, yeah, he said you guys were like robbing carts and shit, but yeah, you guys don't look like you could rob a pantry, let alone an actual cart.
You see him start to shake his head slowly and just head down. It's just, well, of course not. You see him move his hand away from the wound as it starts to heal up from the healer. My name's Tanner, and Grand Strider is just has a strong distaste for me.
Why? What did you do to him?
Well, nothing personal. It's just me and his daughter just have this thing. I just
Knew it.
love her with all her heart. She loves me all the
Knew it.
same, but not being a noble or politician, the captain saw it as a fool's love. And he forbade me.
So she does or she doesn't feel the same?
She does. Loves me all the same.
They're banging and he doesn't like it.
Great, we're going full Romeo and Juliet. Fantastic.
You could probably assume who the cloaked figure was that darted in the beginning of the fight.
Is she going to be okay out there by herself?
Well, she tends to sneak out. I mean, comes to see me nightly, but he forbade me from seeing her, and when I refused, he banished me here. My friends argued
Wow, you're a
with the
shitty boyfriend making her come out here when you should be going to her. What the fuck?
What?
All right. Well,
He's also the guard captain also has the entire guard looking out for him. It's a little harder to get in town as opposed to her getting out.
So then, why don't you guys just go to another town, or like, does she need to stay in this town? Otherwise, she's kind of useless.
Well, I'm sure that if I ended up leaving with her, that we would just be hunted and we'd be living a life on the run.
Have you talked to her daddy?
Yes, many a time. But he refuses to see anything but the best for her, and I'm clearly not the best in his eyes.
I lean in and go, what's her daddy do?
He's the guard captain?
Oh, the guard captain's. Oh, you're in love with the guard captain's daughter, and gotcha.
Yeah, so we can't just go kill this guy.
Well, no, I was more just like, how much gold would it be to fix this problem? Are we talking like 100 gold? Suddenly you're like a rich man and you can go open up a shop and you know, live happily ever after? Because if so, here's 100 gold, fuck off.
He's got that innkeeper to go into retirement.
Yeah,
that
I was
one gold we gave him earlier.
Yeah, right.
I was like, how much gold makes this problem go away, John?
Want to join our team?
I mean, like, if I pay off his problem right now, I suddenly have a very nice ally sitting in a town on a continent.
Also, who are these other people then?
Yeah, then who are these three
One
chuckle
guy.
fucks?
It was part of my speech, but I got you started talking, so I stopped. Um,
No, in character. Who are these three chuckle fucks then?
well, these are my friends. They argued with the captain on the banishment and ended up here as well. The captain wouldn't see fit to let anything slide regarding me. Guards keep us at bay, but we occasionally sneak into town at night.
Hmm.
You just said they couldn't get into town.
Yeah, but it's hard. It's hard for them. It's not easy. It's not like they just kind of waltz back into town. It's a whole issue.
Whereas the girl could just kindly
Yeah,
fuck off out of
if
town
she
for a
gets
little
called
bit.
by a guard,
But
she just
wouldn't
goes,
they-
"Oh, I'm just going over here," and then she can just do whatever the fuck she wants. When she's the guard captain, obviously most of the guards are going to know who she is. She's guard captain's daughter. They're going to know who she is, and they're just kind of going to be like, "All right." That's also part of the reason why he got banished from the town, because this way, less inclined for her to sneak out. What is it that Grand Strider wanted with me? Did he want me dead, or you to turn me in?
I think he wanted us to turn you in.
Well, he doesn't know us very well. We have a habit of turning in dead bodies.
Yeah, he asked for
Doesn't
you.
say out loud.
Well, actually, no. He said dead or alive, and he was paying us. He was paying us less for dead, but I guess paying us more for alive. What does he want with you?
I'm not sure. He probably still knows that I'm seeing her and just wants to stop the whole thing from happening. But if you must turn me in, I guess I'll go willingly. Not a fighter, as you can tell.
Clearly.
And you
Yeah,
lot look
weenie.
like quite the hardened group.
Who's the guy? Is it this guy or is it this guy?
Yeah, it's
It's-
the one with the sword and board. This one.
Yeah, it's this guy. Yeah. I'm like, this feels like a problem we should be able to solve.
Kenny and I are just looting their chest.
Yes, I was about to say, like, can I break,
Just
steal all
over
the
here,
shit
just
in all of these
loot.
tents?
So
What are you gonna do? You gonna fight us? Yeah. What are you gonna do?
just a quick question. What's in the chest?
You guys are actually looting it?
No, I'm literally asking in
Oh, you're
character.
asking
Hey,
him, okay.
quick question. What's in the chest, my friend?
It's just a couple things of wares and nothing crazy. A few traps for hunting. It's stuff
Guys,
to help
don't.
us survive.
I lean over and go, guys, don't steal this man's stuff.
We're just kind of looking at it and like throwing it on the ground, and we're like, "Yeah, this is crap."
This
Yeah.
crap.
Happy little dinosaurs. Yes. Okay. Fun.
All right.
We're just little gremlins.
Interesting. So I lean in and go, so what did you do for work before you got banished?
We can hear you, Matt.
What is going on over there?
I don't know. It sounds like dogs fighting.
I
Can
muted
you-
him so he wouldn't be all over for me. When he comes back on camera, I'll unmute him.
Okay,
There we go.
muted him.
Anyways,
Sorry,
so-
what was that? Did someone die?
before this, I was just a baker. I was one of the cooks in town. I often worked in the
Oh,
inn.
A maker or a baker?
A baker, like a baker.
Okay.
Worked in
Gotcha.
a bakery. He wasn't like the town's baker, not like the lead one, but he just worked for it. So, not one of the better off people, if you will.
Understood. Did you have any particular skills, or were you just kind of a mediocre one?
Well, I got skills with the ladies, if you know what I mean, and it gives you a wink.
Well, yeah, I mean, he bakes some food, and they fucking love food.
However, he
baked
does
good.
not just straight up judging by his. You know how sometimes you can just see people and you're just like, yeah, you're probably pretty fucking useless. You can tell that he doesn't have many strengths or qualities outside of the cooking itself.
Does he look like Michael Cera or something?
Mhm. All right. Is the guard captain like the highest political office in this town, or is there like a higher, like, is there like a king or a mayor or something?
There's a, I think it's just town master is what I have. Yeah, it's just a town
Oh.
master. That's probably the only, excuse me, the only thing that's necessarily higher up than the guard captain. Oh my god.
No. I look over and go, guys, what do you want to do about this? Because I kind of like turning this guy into the captain and leaving just seems like a terrible idea. Like as much as we are like weirdly evil, I'm not pure evil.
The anti-hero chosen ones. We're just super neutral. We're just doing whatever we want. Is it good for us? Yeah. Is it gonna cause problems later? Oh, maybe we won't do that.
I mean, like, it's one of those things that it feels like if we actually resolve this, it might solve problems later.
Yeah. Because what if this guy goes and raises a little like militia and comes storming in and causes all chaos here?
You think this guy is going to raise a
No.
militia and take
Maybe he
over a
has a-
town?
Maybe he has a glow up.
Why would he take over a town?
Well, no, he just goes and kills the captain and leaves. Like he goes in, kills the guy he needs to kill, and then gets the girl and gets out.
But like, he would be hunted. He just told us he would be hunted.
But by who? The captain's dead.
I mean, there are more than one person in a captain in a guard platoon in a
Yeah,
town.
there's different tiers, so if the captain goes
I
down,
would-
there will be another tier.
They'd
that
just be like, oh well, someone murdered our guard captain. Oh well,
just the whole guard,
who's getting a promotion? They
the
don't
whole
care.
army just kind of falls to shit.
Don't poke
It's
holes
just
in
like,
my plan. And the conspiracies of what he's gonna do while we're gone.
I mean, this feels like something where it's like he's kind of pathetic, and I'm saying this all in character to fucking people. I'm like, he's kind of pathetic. He's a little weak, but like I kind of just want to help him get his lady. Like, this feels like I'm gonna go give the card captain a piece of my mind.
Oh, the cold snake's got a warm heart.
Oh,
Kenny throws up in the
Sweet.
tent.
there's a little bit of blood in your vomit, so he starts to eat it
Ugh.
because that's all you eat is his blood. So
Yep.
Oh.
That's not even, yep.
tastes even better the second time.
He is a bird. Just ignore him.
So, what is it that you wish to do? Are you going to turn him in, or
Wait, I go, hey, can you get your lady back here for a second?
it's unlikely that she will return tonight. I don't really communicate with her. I don't have any sort of magical attributes or way to message her. So she will probably
Yeah, we
return
could tell.
tomorrow night.
Yeah, we don't have time for that. You're coming with us.
You're drier than a biscuit in August.
What? Alright. He looks at you just, alright, I'll go with you willingly, but I have just one condition.
What?
I'll just,
Oh, he's setting the terms now.
just please leave my friends be. They do not deserve any sort of harm to come to them. I will go.
Oh, that's fine. I'm pretty sure you're the one we need to bring in. Come along.
Okay.
Armbar. I'm gonna armbar one of his friends. Wow.
All right. Well, you guys got a good buddy here.
All right, so
I walk over, I open the bag, and I go, "All right, Kenny, hop on in."
get in. Get in.
Dropping in. Actually, I was on the ceiling. I was like, I'm not afraid to drop in.
Just whee,
Awesome.
right into the back.
Yep.
All right, so
There goes-
again, it is a short walk back into town, and obviously you
Wait, we
put
didn't
Kenny
get
into the
his-
bag, and you guys are escorting him. He's coming. Tanner is coming willingly. You agree to Tanner's terms. You take him in, and you get a larger reward for this anyway. So what's the harm here?
I mean, the harm is I'm about to give the guard captain a piece of my goddamn mind.
So you take Tanner back to the town and to Captain Grandstrider. As you guys walk through town, it doesn't really draw any sort of attention, so you guys aren't worried that a lot of people are watching you. But as you approach the guard captain's quarters, you see 2 guards are standing posted outside, and they know.
Oh, wait! Quick question: where is the town master's house?
It's a little ways up the road from the captain's hall, if you will.
Yeah, I'm not bringing him to the guard captain. I'm bringing him to the fucking town master's house.
And we improvise.
Look, I'm not bringing him to the guard captain. This just sounds like a dumb idea. I need someone who supersedes the guard captain right now.
Yeah, we're going over his head.
I'm going over his damn head. It's like, look, fucking, you can't bring your personal bullshit into fucking your job.
No.
I'm getting this guy fucking fired.
Your guard,
Let's go.
yeah, your guard captain's abusing his power.
Yeah, seriously.
All right.
We're gonna go tattle on him.
Yeah. So
Look, this is a you are what is it? You are abused. It's not sexual harassment, but it's the same idea. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Anyways, keep going.
So, with that in mind, you kind of escort and guide Tanner through the city and or the town, and he's heading more towards guard captain's hall.
Nope.
But you kind of redirect him, and you say, "No, we're going this way." And you
Nope,
point
we're
down.
going this way. No, oh no, I'm like holding him by. I'm like pulling him at this point. We're
Going
come
this
with
way.
me.
So you
We're
guys
going this
walk
way.
down to the town master's hall and walk in through the front doors. There are 2 guards stationed here as well. They're not exactly confronting you guys. They see you do enter, and as you walk in, there is a secretary sitting at a desk that has a bunch of paperwork she's scribbling on. She looks up from her work. Oh, can I help you guys? Do you have an appointment?
Yeah. No, but this is going to be more of a big issue that needs to be handled now. And I lean over and I go, and it's going to be worth your while to make sure that this works. And I hand her a gold piece.
You bribing her?
I'm bribing the secretary to get me in here now. Like I have the money to throw around. I'm throwing around some of this money.
She looks at the gold coin and she slides it off the desk into her pocket, just below, and just, what is it that I can help you with? You looking to speak with the town master?
Yes.
All right. Let me just make sure that she is not in the middle of anything at the moment. But just hold here, please. She
Certainly.
stands up quickly from her desk and walks through a door off to the side. And after a couple moments, she comes back out and, well, right this way, please. And she holds the door open for you guys, and kind of, beckons you into the room.
Mm-hmm.
You enter into the room, and you see a young elf sitting at a desk. Similar style. She's working on some paperwork, but she has her hands folded now as you enter into the room, sitting at the desk, and just... What is so urgent that you have to bribe my secretary to meet with me?
So, I'm having an issue with your guard captain and this man right here.
Grandstrider, What has he done? He's been one of the best that we've ever had.
Yeah, except when he abuses his power to run to a man out of town who has simply had the misfortune of falling in love with his daughter.
Your cake
The
open, but
elf looks over at Tanner, who is currently looking down at the ground, and then the townmaster looks over at the secretary. Could you summon Grand Strider in here for me? We'll try to resolve this in a structured manner as opposed to, beating each other's chests.
I mean, yes, I figured you were going to be a woman of reason. I would really like my new head baker in my new bakery to be able to do business just fine in this town.
I said no shops in this one. Damn it.
Yeah, I don't have to run it. He has to
Yeah.
run it.
No, everybody had in the last campaign. Everybody had their own shop. So after a little while, the secretary leaves out of the room, and after a little while, you guys are just kind of standing there in a moment of silence. The elf looks up at you and so, what exactly? Please give me more details about the issue at hand. Preferably, if what you guys know that this man has been doing.
This man being Tanner or
Yes,
Strider?
You could give a what you know about the whole situation, if you will.
I'm gonna give a basic summary of the Romeo Juliet shenanigans and that the guard captain's abusing his power to essentially keep these two apart. I'm going to leave out the. I'm going to try and keep it as brief of a detail about her sneaking out to him as possible, but with she definitely is reciprocating these particular feelings.
So after you relay this story a little bit, picking and choosing your details, she listens intently, and as you start to wrap up, you see the secretary returns with Grand Strider just behind her, and he enters into the room. Grand Strider looks over at the townmaster, gives a little bow. Townmaster Riley, thank you for seeing me. And I see that you guys have returned with Tanner in hand. I will take this from here. And he moves.
Nope. Stand right there, my friend. And I'm like pointing at him and I'm trying to stop him in his tracks. Like, nope.
He stops suddenly, just unexpected that you kind of stepped in between the two. What's the meaning of this?
That's what I would like to know.
Well, this hooligan here has been causing quite the ruckus in town, stealing from vendors and shopkeepers alike.
And which vendors would he have stolen from?
You can see that Grand Strider looks like he's a little uneasy with answering this line of questioning. He darts his eyes over towards the townmaster, then back to you, then over to Tanner, and back to you. I don't have to disclose this kind of information to somebody like you. You have no means in this town.
I go, I'm the one who brought him in. I feel like I should know what the charges are that I'm bringing this man into for. Otherwise, it feels like I just did your dirty work for you.
Well, honestly, I was not expecting you to return with him alive. But that is part of the deal. And he was stealing from some of the magic shops that we have in town, and one of them as well being the bakery.
Oh, so he has magical items on himself.
You would assume so with him stealing these sort of items.
Strange. And I like turn over to the town master and go, because when I was at his camp, I saw some basic hunting traps and some basic survival gear, but nothing magical, or at least nothing of actual value.
I give a little twirl. I'm like, look, we know what magic stuff looks like.
Launches magic missiles, just blowing holes in the roof.
No, I have a cloak now.
Well, is that cloak really magical, or is it just really well made? It's just the town master. She's still sitting at her desk, and she just kind of pauses for a moment. There's silence in the room, and then she goes, "Grand Strider, I feel like we have misconstrued the truth a little bit here. Appreciate you trying to protect the people, but if Tanner here really hasn't taken anything from any of the shops or caused any sort of indecencies, why is he banished?" Grant Scheider turns and looks at you guys, and then looks at Tanner, and then looks back at the townmaster. And he's just not the type to be left alone in town. He causes too much of a ruckus.
And
you
what
see
kind
him
of
start to-
ruckus would that be?
after you present this one last issue, he does not seem to be performing well underneath the pressure, and he looks towards Tanner and just goes, "You'll rot in the hells for what you've done." And he steps up towards Tanner's face and just essentially towering over this. I don't think I ever gave Tanner a race, but I'll give him elf. Standing over this elf, Tanner looking down at the ground, smirks, and then looks up at the guard
Oh, Tanner,
captain.
no, don't stab him.
Fuck you. He goes, only after I follow you there. And Tanner pulls out a dagger from his sleeve and stabs the captain in the stomach.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Blood squirts out onto his wrist as Tanner leans in and whispers something into his ear, but with the blurbing of the blood and the moan from Grand Strider, you're unable to hear what he says. He lets the captain fall to the floor with the blade stuck fast. And the guards move quickly to go into the room. Guards start to enter quickly into the room as they were outside. And Tanner turns, waves his hands across the air, and gives you and the party a wink as he disappears into thin air.
I'm going to
You
be
have-
honest, I have no idea what that shit was all about.
The guards look at you and the party with weapons drawn. And
Run!
Do we have any healing magic?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
what you need.
Just heal the guard captain, please.
I wiggle my fingers at.
stop playing with his
I got
hands
stabbed
and
by a
heal him.
dagger.
Yeah, no, I'll toss. Is he like mortally wounded?
Yeah,
can I just give him a little
there's
touching?
a
I'm
large.
surprised such a little blow took out such a big man. As I stand over, looking over him.
That's a shitty guard captain.
Pathetic.
Yeah, I'll hit him with a cure wounds.
All right, so you quickly see that the dagger is causing some damage, and you start to do cure wounds on him. He sitting on the ground. He starts to pull the dagger out of the wound, and you see that one side of the dagger is actually covered with serrated edge that has little glass jars in between each blade. Each one is shattered on it, and a black ooze drips across the blade onto the floor. And you see parts of the wound are actually bubbling and boiling with blood as it pulls out.
I would like to go back and also state, who the fuck is this guard captain? You leave the thing in you.
Fucking I know, right?
Just whatever. It's fine.
God, first
And-
aid 101.
This
The man
fucking
guard captain.
guy.
This guy.
You know what? I take my cure wounds back. I uncast my fucking spell.
Just nope. You replant the dagger. Just nope. Put it back.
Ha! Silva, seems like you got.
Yeah,
Just,
I got.
One finger over my lips, just going, shh, leave it in.
It's fine.
As you're pushing it back in, as you try to pull it out. No. Shh. The guard, the other guards are like, "What are you doing?" Slowly.
I look at the town master and go, so I was told this man was a baker. Was told this man was useless. and he is somehow has a magical poison dagger and can warp out of rooms. Who the hell is this guy?
Well, for all we know, he's just invisible standing there.
Close the door.
Um, so you tell them to close the door and
Close the door and make sure all the exits are fucking closed here for a second. I'm
See all
assuming
the
you want us in this room too. Trust us, we're not going anywhere. The one thing people will learn about us is revenge is a dish best served by a bird.
everybody's super confused by that, and you just hear
Kenny, Kenny, we got played. Go get him.
Daddy, we got played. Yeah, I got your next meal for you.
guys, the sun's out. Oh, fuck.
Mm.
All right, so we're
No,
gonna
fuck.
wait a minute.
We're inside.
hey, you guys want to go inside?
We are inside.
We are.
All right. So, anyways, the guards close the door, and both of the guards that had entered into the room have their weapons drawn out and ready. You see the guard captain kind of clenching his wound as Yano is healing it up a little bit. Oh, that little shit's gonna pay for this.
How big is this room?
The room that you're in,
Or-
I'd say, is probably about 15 feet wide by 25 feet long.
Awesome.
Long story short, we all technically fit in here, but no, we really can't be fighting in here.
Cool. I cast Fairy Fire.
What? Stop! Knock it off.
And
Oh.
it'll light up anybody that's invisible.
Oh.
Yep.
All right.
So you,
That's
After
60
you finish-
feet, so
after you finish healing, you
Everyone.
just heal it. Yeah, it's gonna light up everybody. But
mhm.
you stand up quickly, glancing around the room, and you wave your hands through the air, casting fairy fire.
More finger wiggling.
And you see everybody start to light up in the room. I think they have to make a dex
save.
for that, right?
Dex save. I got a
Dex,
13,
yeah.
so I didn't
I'm gonna
make it.
choose to fail. I'm gonna sit completely still and just light
Just
up
accept it.
with this fight. Just accept it. I'm like, all
So-
right, sure.
You see everybody else light up into the room. Everybody's just kind of accepting the moment because they know essentially what's happening. And everybody's glowing, but everybody that is glowing is seeable.
Hmm.
Visible.
Is visible,
So
seeable.
he-
Yeah, why did I say that?
Do I have an idea of what spell he cast?
You can do a Arcana check to see if you recognized it quickly.
13. So if it's a level 3 or less, I should have an idea of what it is.
Let's see.
If it's Dimension Door, that's a level 4 spell.
Not dimension.
That lets off like a loud snap, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was like that would also make us deaf for a hot second there, yeah.
Could he have Misty stepped out?
Possibly. That's a first level spell.
Well, he did not
Second
Misty
level.
Step, but you don't recognize
This is
the motion, the somatic motion that he did prior to disappearing. But you do
Was it
know
the middle
is
finger?
of
I
some-
know what that is.
Oh.
You do
I've seen
recognize
that
it
a
has
lot.
some sort of arcanic magic.
I look at the guard captain and go, "You told me this guy was a useless waste of space. Who the hell is he?
Yeah, you
And
said
why do you-
ruffian.
Why do you he's no ruffian. Why do you actually want him?" And I
I told you that he had been stealing from the magic shops. You didn't believe me. Who knows if he just had a magic item that quickly escaped? I mean, obviously, a ruffian doesn't have this sort of dagger either.
He just
Yeah.
left it, so he doesn't have it now.
Technically, it belongs to the guard captain. Just saying.
But you left. It's your problem now.
It changed possessions, yeah.
Shortly after you guys were conversing, another guard enters into the room with a healer just behind them, who starts to help Yano healing the guard captain. The healer starts addressing the wounds and holds her hand over it, reciting an incantation. And after a moment, she looks at the captain and then at two guards. Take him to the infirmary. He will likely live, but I'm better equipped there. She looks at Yano. Thank you for assisting very quickly. It may have made a difference between saving his life. This poison is no joke. And she steps back as a few guards hoist up the captain and take him out of the room, quickly followed by her, the healer.
Does the captain have like a second in command or something that would be here?
Yes, that was the one that came into the room with the healer, and the second in charge here, steps forward, addressing you guys now. Just, you best hope that he lives, or it'll be the tip of my blade piercing your throat. You brought that ruffian back here.
Look,
That's not
you
a
guys-
ruffian, you
It's
piece
not
of
a
shit.
ruffian.
Ruffian's the guy that like goes around punching people. That guy
Yeah.
is way more than a ruffian.
That dude has an agenda. Is he not? So I'm gonna spill the tea. Is he not dating the guard captain's daughter? Does the guard captain even have a daughter?
The guard captain does have a daughter.
Are they
yes,
dating?
I'm impotent, you fools. How are
Bastard
we
daughter.
supposed to know? What the fuck?
Mhm.
He does have a daughter, and we do know of Tanner and his intentions. That's why he was so willing to come here. Taking out the dad probably was his one chance at actually being safe from him.
So, are
But-
we not getting paid?
I don't even care about the money right now. I
Okay.
kind of want to go murder Tanner, like straight up, just put him in the ground myself at this point in time.
Lied to
Well,
us.
Well, bonus is it's getting dark and we can release the Kenny.
We could just release.
It
the
is getting
Kenny.
later in the day at this point. You are probably reaching around 5-6 p.m. So the sun is starting to set. There will be plenty of shade with the trees and stuff.
The buildings.
Yeah, buildings and such.
I look at fuck. I mean, like their structures were pretty well. Were they? Did they look like permanent structures? Did they look like something that you could like break down and move quickly?
I mean, it was essentially seemed like a bunch of what's it called? Foliage that was tethered off to sticks that were sticking out of the ground. So it seems like something that they don't necessarily need to take with them, but it was providing a well enough shelter that would protect them from most of the weather. It was a rickety structure, shelter, if you will.
All right, are we delaying our plans to get off this continent by a day, and we're gonna go murder a buddy who just needs to just straight get murdered, guys?
I
I'm
think we
saying
can
this
take
all.
a day.
I'm literally saying this in character, and it's like I'm. There is. He soiled my goodwill.
He
All of
soiled
it.
it. He
Soiled
soiled it. He soiled it.
Sorry.
We just start
I
chanting
was
that.
trying to be nice. I was trying to help him out for the sake of their Romeo and Juliet shit.
I
And
was-
then he had
I
to
was
go and
tr-
fuck it up.
Wouldn't
Look, there's a point where if he was like an innocent dude, just kind of being harassed by the guard captain, yeah, sure, I'll fucking help that. He's a dude who just tried to murder the guard captain. All right, you're on my shit list now. Fuck it. Give us a day. We'll be back.
This time it's gonna be with a couple bodies.
This time we're gonna bring the bodies back. Yeah. And no, we're gonna bring heads back. The bodies are too much to carry.
Well, you have a bag of holding. Kenny can have some friends to play poker with while you guys travel.
No. I literally look at the town master and go, I'm gonna bring you back a couple of heads. Give us 24 hours.
All right, so you, the town master and the current, acting guard captain at this point. You tell
look
them.
I look at him and go, you want a couple log?
He's
Well,
dying.
Well, no. The current acting guard captain. So they're
Oh.
The second in command, yeah.
essentially, yeah. He's unable to come with you just based on the fact that now he has to kind of run ship in here. There's still other things going on, obviously. But the town master is obviously now way more attentive and standing up. Just walks over to Silva and goes, "Bring me his fucking head.
Oh,
You're not going to attack." Well, I considered doing that. Sorry, talking to myself. He's not going to attack my. I like started talking out loud to myself about an idea. Anyways,
yeah. I was like to the town master. It's like, yeah, you don't have to worry about us. Trust us. Our wrath is a lot worse than yours. And he
You got
just
swords and boards. We got the magic.
I know that you guys can handle yourselves. I know of Humeth. She whispers.
Wait, like seriously?
Now we need to kill him.
Stabs the town master.
Wait, which one's Humeth? Is that the one we
Humeth's the
blew
one
up?
that you guys
the
like blew
dragon.
up with the dragon.
Oh.
Yeah,
No one knows
only
about that. We left. Everyone knows there's that.
accidentally nuked.
I was like, that really shouldn't be traceable back to us that easily.
No. I was just kidding.
Only eyewitnesses that were there saw that happen, and that was very few because he was sneaking around. It was really only like the merchant that saw it.
I was like, yeah, that one merchant's gonna keep his fucking mouth shut because it's his
Maybe.
goddamn potion that
Well,
blew up
true.
the day. It's his
Yeah.
potion that blew it up. It's like you're walking around with blue dragon pheromone. Like, you really want that to be public here, dude?
But yeah, so she comes up and says, "Bring me his fucking head." And then she looks at the guards and just let them go. They seem like they're more than capable. They brought him here once. Obviously, they can track him down again. And she looks back at you as the guards start to sheathe their weapons. You have 24 hours. If his head is not on my desk by tomorrow, I'll have my guards hunting after you too.
Fantastic.
Nah.
I look one of them up and down and go, yeah, your bones would crush too.
Just what?
Oh no, I'm full blood drive now. I'm gonna say we call that there since we now need to go hunt down a fucking
Yeah, that's
jackass.
that's fine.
At least he doesn't have Dark Dagger no more.
Yeah, it's a pretty interesting dagger. Hey, thanks for tuning in on this episode of Beyond the World's Veil. We hope you enjoyed it, and be sure to hit that follow button and subscribe for some future episodes. We stream every Monday around 8 p.m. Eastern. You can also find copies of each episode on my YouTube channel with the link below. You can also check out our stream server on Discord with the link next to that. Thanks again, and hope to see you guys next week. Now enjoy this masterpiece by yours truly, Kenny the Kenku.
I am Steezy. I am bad. I'm not afraid to drop in. The gods of Stirk are conspiring to make my day sensational. 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 Nation.